Hey guys, I want to go ahead and talk about how to solve some of these logarithm equations. They're not very difficult, but some of the students get confused. Now, anytime you have a log, the first thing you should try to do is rewrite this, okay, into exponential form because that's easier to solve. So remember, exponential, this guy, the 5 is your base. You want to raise it to this power, and this is going to turn into the answer of 2x plus 1. So if you want to write it out, you're going to write 2x plus 1 is equal to 5 to the power of 3. Now this becomes very easy. It just becomes a basic equation. 5 cubed is 125. And then when we solve it, subtracting 1 on both sides, that's going to give you 124. And when you divide by 2, you should have x is equal to 62. Alright? And that's that one. I want to go ahead and do one more. If you notice, this time the x is on the as an exponent here. So we're going to go ahead and start doing it just like we do algebraically. Subtract 3 on both sides, and we're going to get 7. Now, in order for us to get this x, we got to get this x down. There's a property that we can do. Is called, we're going to attach a log to it, multiply by the log. And once we multiply by the log, we have a property called the power property of logs, saying that once we have a log, this exponent here, we can bring it down in front of the log. Okay, so it becomes x times log of 2 equals log of 7. Now from here, I can go ahead and just divide, just algebraically like I normally would. This here is going to cancel out, simplify to a 1. Okay, because technically log of 2, that's going to give you some type of decimal. Okay, and then this you would get, you have to do it in a calculator, log of 7 divided by log of 2. And you would get a decimal approximation, put it in your calculator, and that's how you do it. Let me go ahead and do a more difficult one here. Now this also has to do with the property of logs. Notice I have logs here. Okay, so automatically I have to go back to my properties of logs. Now this guy over here, this doesn't have any variable. Okay, so this I can solve it. Okay, now remember, this I can rewrite it as, this is my base, 3 to what power equals 9? Well, if you think about it, the answer is 2. Okay, so 3 to the second power is 9. So this guy here becomes a 2. Now over here, if you notice, we have a subtraction. And if you remember your properties of logs, subtraction becomes division. So all I need is just to put log of base 2. I just need one of them. I can put my parentheses. Okay, and you go from left to right. The x plus 1 goes on the numerator. X minus 2 becomes the denominator. Okay, now this is equal to 2. Now here you see, now I have a new equation. Now I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this, and I'm going to use my circle, and I'm going to rewrite it as an exponential. So 2 to the second power equals this whole expression here. So I'm going to have x plus 1 divided by x minus 2 is equal to 2 to the second power. And this becomes now just a normal equation where we have x plus 1 divided by x minus 2 equals 4. Well, how do you solve that? Well, let's go ahead and put a 1 underneath, and we can go ahead and cross multiply. So now we have x plus 1 equals 4. Now remember, this is a binomial, so you have to use a parentheses because you have to distribute that 4. So x plus 1 is going to equal 4x minus 8. Okay, then you bring, let's bring the x over here. That becomes a 3x. The negative 8 over here becomes a positive 8. Divide by 3, and x equals 9. So once you get to this point, I expect everybody else to, everybody be able to do this. And that's how you do it, guys.